Last week's Alabama State Supreme Court ruling regarding in vitro fertilization has sent shockwaves throughout our nation, across our state, and speaking only for myself, inside my own family. I stand before you today with a sense of urgency and deep personal conviction because for me, the fight for reproductive freedom is not just a political issue. It is deeply intertwined with my own family's story and future. You see, my younger sister, the light of our family's life, my oldest friend, was conceived through the miracle of in vitro fertilization. Her very existence is a testament to the life-changing power of this technology. And as her older brother, I've witnessed firsthand the joy, the hope, the love that she brings into our lives each and every day. And closer to home, while my wife and I are thrilled to be expecting a baby boy in April, we are fully aware that if we want to have a second child, we may need to use an artificial reproductive technology like IVF. But it's not just about my family, it's about the countless families, including same-sex couples, single would-be parents, and couples and individuals struggling with fertility challenges all over our state who have found solace, hope, and the miracle of life through IVF. It is about ensuring that every Iowan, regardless of their circumstances, has the opportunity and the freedom to build the family that they have always dreamed of. Yet here in Iowa and across the United States, the far right's campaign against personal freedoms is intensifying, now targeting vital reproductive freedoms, including access to abortion, in vitro fertilization treatments, and contraception. With the fall of Roe v. Wade, Republican politicians all over the country are passing increasingly restrictive legislation to curtail access to abortion, threatening contraception, and now the latest development from Alabama. The Alabama State Supreme Court's decision regarding IVF specifically cited the U.S. Supreme Court ruling that overturned Roe v. Wade and is now threatening to slam the door shut on this life-changing reproductive technology. Madam President, the stakes could not be higher. When Iowa Republicans hastily convened a special legislative session last year to launch a renewed attack on our reproductive freedoms, Senate Democrats sounded the alarm. We warned of the devastating consequences such legislation would bring to our beloved state. We specifically offered an amendment to make clear that IVF would not be restricted under the 6-week abortion ban, and that amendment was ruled not germane. But Madam President, the Alabama State Supreme Court clearly sees it differently. The far right's mission to control every aspect of our reproductive decisions from abortion to IVF and contraception is not just rhetoric, it is a clear and present danger. That is precisely why I co-sponsored the Right to Contraception Act earlier this year. This essential legislation is a safeguard for our reproductive freedoms and personal autonomy. The bill is also an opportunity for Iowa Republican politicians to demonstrate that they are not extreme, that the actions of these national Republican politicians are outliers and not the norm in our state. Access to contraception is overwhelmingly supported by bipartisan majorities, and guaranteeing contraception access to Iowans should not be controversial. So today, Madam President, I call upon Republicans to use a leadership bill to pass the Right to Contraception Act, protect in vitro fertilization, and listen to the vast majority of Iowans. Let us ensure that every individual has access to the contraception that they need to make informed decisions about their reproductive health, and that now no Iowan will have to worry about whether or not their family will be able to access the life-changing miracle that is in vitro fertilization. Together, let us speak with one voice in opposition to these extreme measures. Let us safeguard the freedoms that define us as Iowans. Together, let us ensure that no one, absolutely no one, is left behind in the fight for reproductive freedom and self-determination. Thank you, Madam President.